All right. It says we are now live. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm so glad that you're joining us here today. My name is Marta Nielsen with Utah State University Extension, and I have a new, I was going to say friend, but we just met, but by the end we'll be friends. A new face here with me today, Megan Lewis. Megan is a horticulture agent, which is, if you're not familiar with Extension, those are our specialists, our experts that work in every county in horticulture. So in Wasatch County, Megan, tell me a little bit about your background, like where you grew up, and then we'll talk about how you decided to study horticulture and where you went to school and all that good stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I grew up in Green River, Wyoming. It's just a couple hours over the border if you've ever driven past Evanston. But my parents actually had a retail greenhouse business. So I loved just working in there. We lived in a desert over there, a lot of sagebrush. So it was a nice little oasis up that greenhouse there. But I just fell in love with plants and thought I wanted to take over the family business. I got my associates in business, but just wanted to learn more about plants and stuff in general. So I heard about USU. I started in landscape architecture program, kind of looked into that a little bit. It wasn't my thing. I wanted something more hands-on. So I heard about the plant science program and fell in love with that. It was so fun. And then I met a couple of the professors who were working on cut flower research, which was so exciting to me. They were growing just huge coral charm peonies at the time. So I was all about that. But I started undergraduate research with them. And then we looked at like 12 different cut flower crops while I was there for 4 years and turned into a master's project and everything. And yeah, and then this job opened up right as I graduated last May. So I applied and was accepted. So yeah, it's been great.
Well, the cauliflower side is so interesting because that's kind of like the opposite side of greenhouses, right? Like,
yeah.
So you have like the best of both worlds, all the worlds.
All the world.
Yeah. So tell me about working in Wasatch County.
Yeah. So it's pretty chilly over here. We have a short growing season. We have like 85 frost-free days. So I do a lot of season extension education just to help people to be able to get red tomatoes is the biggest thing. So a lot of that.
And is that pretty difficult with that short growing season?
It can be, yeah. So I mean, we have a lot of low cost techniques like low tunnel covers and things like that are pretty effective and can help you, add a few more weeks to your growing season. So,
right. Yeah. So it's about extending that season so you can get the results that you want.
Yep, exactly.
That's awesome. So now that you're an extension agent, are you continuing to work with the cut flower growers?
I am. I'm actually on the board of the Utah Cut Flower Farmer Association. And I also work a lot with Melanie Stock. We're finishing up a lot of publications on my research too, and it's been so fun. But I'm also doing a cut flower class. Here we have a lot of people who are interested in starting a cut flower farm. So I'm excited for that. It'll be over at Summit Community Garden in Park City. So it'll be fun. Season-long cut flower intensive course.
Yeah. So tell me about being a cut flower farm. I want to talk about like the business side of it, and then maybe some ideas for a home gardener. That's kind of at least something I've heard a lot of buzz about with Extension, with Melanie Stock, and I know Sheridan Henson in Davis County is doing some cut flower production in her little urban, what does she call it? I can't remember. One of her gardens there. So I don't know that it's necessarily a new thing, but what are some of the draws for people to start into that business?
Yeah. So, I mean, when I started my research, there was maybe only a handful of growers. And now I think last time I checked, there was 50 or so that were into it. So in just like the past 4 or 3 years, we've had this huge growth with it. So it's definitely it's not new, but it's newer to Utah. They finally, caught the buzz and are starting to do it. But cut flowers, they are great if you don't have a large area to grow. So like with a traditional crop like alfalfa, you need several acres to make money on that, right? But with cut flowers, you can grow a lot, or you can have a higher profit per square foot than a lot of other crops, even like high value vegetable fruit crops too. So they're a good money maker if you only have a small area.
Well, and as far as moneymaker too, like they're kind of a more of a luxury item than say alfalfa. Like you know, the output, like the results have a higher market value in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they do.
It's just a really interesting, I was going to say crop, but a really interesting new, not new, like you said, new to me area of farming and agriculture.
No, for sure. Yeah, and we thought that sales would kind of die down with COVID, but they actually increased because people just needed that boost of happiness in their lives. So it's a needed luxury sometimes.
Yes, and to send flowers to our friends who might be sick. Tell me about growing like a cut flower garden as, just like a homeowner.
Yeah. The biggest thing I would say is choosing flowers that have longer stems. So like snapdragons, for example, they're a tall, spiky flower. You've probably seen them before. But a lot of the ones that you'll find at the greenhouse, they only get like 12, 18 inches tall. The ones that I was growing, they would get up to 3-4 feet tall. So you can really use them in arrangements a little bit easier. If you only have a short stem, it's hard to work it in. So I'd say just get longer stems, and anything that has a taller, long stem will be more successful.
What you love, right?
Yes, of course.
That stem thing is so interesting because, I mean, from a nursery perspective, a shorter stem would make sense because you're trying to get different heights in your garden beds. You need some things that are low.
Yeah.
But if you're planning to cut it and do an arrangement, that's not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Long stems and beautiful colors. Those are the keys.
Right. I have a hard question for you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite cut flower to grow?
Oh goodness. I think peonies are probably my favorite. I feel like they're the easiest. They're huge and massive, catch everybody's eye. So those are my favorite.
Oh, I love peonies.
Yeah.
That magical like few weeks when they're in bloom, and you can like, for me, I love walking around the neighborhood and seeing who has peonies in the different colors, and just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're so fun.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to share with folks who may be watching about who you are, or maybe goings on in Wasatch County?
Yeah, so I am also doing a season extension workshop, specifically for Wasatch and Summit County. I kind of cover both. So, but yeah, we're doing that, but anyone's welcome to join. You could just head to our Facebook page, Wasatch County USU Extension. We have it listed on there, and you can just register through there. But yeah, it should be fun. We're going to have all the specialists who have done research on it come and talk. So that'll be good. And it's all virtual, so anyone can join.
I'll post a link in the comments, so anyone who wants to join can.
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
And because it's virtual, that opens it up. And that's an issue that, we have several, of those northern counties that have that really short growing season. So that's
anything helps.
What are the dates? When is that workshop going to start?
So that is on March 18th, and it's 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon. Can't remember, but I'll record it and share it as well with anyone who registers. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That would be so great. So check in the comments. I'll post that, and also maybe some of the cut flower resources. We can put those in there as well.
Oh, great.
That folks are interested in learning more about. Megan, it was so great to get to meet you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too.
I might be giving you a call. Maybe you can give me some advice for some cut flowers that I can grow.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Great. Great. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. It's not quite growing season yet, so I can't really say happy gardening, but we're getting there. It's close. And hope you have a great rest of your day.
Nice to meet you. Bye.